Hello students of class 7. So this is a continuation video of your previous chapter, physical quantities and measurement. So I hope you have understood the chapter, and in this video we are going to discuss the question and answer of this chapter 1, physical quantities and measurement. Okay, so before starting the exercise questions, I need to tell you that apart from doing exercise questions, you need to go through the chapters also very nicely, because whenever I will be setting the questions for your test or exam will be both from your inside the book as well as from exercises. Okay, so let's start our chapter without making any delay. So we have exercise questions in section 1. Name the following. Any 4 fundamental physical quantities you have to name, any 2 derived physical quantities. So this answer you will find in your book, like here you see fundamental quantities as given. So they have been asked in the question 4, so you can give any 4 from here. You will have to write fundamental quantities same as you will make a chart. Length is meter, mass is kilogram, time is second, temperature is Kelvin. Okay, so out of any 7 you need to write any 4. So next question, we have any derived physical quantities. So any derived physical quantities you have, so derived physical quantities you will be writing from here. You can write area, you can write volume, speed, acceleration or density. Okay, so you need to write a derived quantity formula and its SI unit, right? So this area also you have to write, and length and breadth and meter square. So like this you need to write. From here you need to write here 2, or you will write 3. In the question it is given 2, but you write it 3 here, right? So next question will say mass per unit volume. So mass per unit volume number 3, we know it is density. Okay, density is the answer. Next, number 4, we have SI unit of volume is meter cube. Okay, m to the power 3. Okay, so next, number 5, distance traveled in unit time, that means that is speed. We know speed equals to distance by time. So distance traveled per unit time is known as speed. So for this answer you need to write here speed. Number 5 answer is speed. Next we have choose the correct option. A fundamental physical quantity. So out of these 4, which one we think is a fundamental physical quantity? That is time. Okay, so answer is time. Next, 1 liter is 1000 centimeter cube, 1000 centimeter square, 100 milliliter or 100 centimeter. So correct answer is 100, that is 1000 centimeter cube. Okay, actually it is 1000 milliliter, and we know 1 milliliter equals to 1 centimeter cube. So the correct answer is option A. Next we have question number 3. The volume of a stone can be measured by. Now we know the stone is an irregular object, so we don't have a regular shape of any stone, so it cannot be measured by appropriate. So option number A is cancelled. Number C, using a graph paper, so we cannot find by graph paper also. So the correct answer is option number B, that is dipping into a measuring cylinder. Okay, so this is our correct answer. Next, number 4, if the same mass is packed into a lesser volume, its density becomes. So you see we have 2 bags. Suppose in a small bag the quantity of stone is same, suppose. Okay, so I have taken 5 stones here. Now when I will put here 5 stones here, so the bag will fill up, but this 5 stone when I will fill here, right, so it will not fill this bag. So we say that the density will increase. Okay, so what happens here, you see in the question what is they are asking, if the same mass is packed in a lesser volume, its density becomes. Now same mass if I place here also, here also, if this is bag A and this is bag B, so density of bag A will be more than density of bag B. Okay, so the answer will be higher. Next, SI unit of speed is meter per second. So correct answer is option number B, that is meter per second. Next question we have, write true and false and correct the statement. Physics is a subject that deals with the quantities that cannot be measured, that is false. Okay, so first answer is false. So correction you will make, first you write this statement, then you will write false, and in the next line you will write the correct statement. Physics is a subject that deals with quantities that can be measured. Okay, so in place of cannot you need to write here can. Okay, can be measured. Number 2, only solids have volume, that is false. Okay, so liquid too have volume. Only what you will cut, solid and liquids they have volume. Next we have 1 hectometer is 10,000 meter square, right? Whether it is true or false we'll see. 1 hectometer is 10,000 meter square. You see, 1 hectare equals to 1 hectare square equals to 1 hectometer into 1 hectometer, that is 100 meter into 100 meter, that is 10,000 meter square. So it is correct. Okay, so our true and false answer will be correct here. So number 3 is also true. So 1 hectometer is 10,000 meter square, that is true. Okay, so each substance has a unique density associated with it, true. Number 4 is true. Number 5, the object that covers a given distance in lesser time has more speed. So the object that covers a given distance in lesser time, we know speed equals to distance by time, right? Now if time is less, that means speed is more. So therefore number 5 answer is true. Okay, so number 5 answer is also true. So next we'll move on to next question. Question number E, correct. Choose the correct option to fill in the blank. When you measure a liquid, the reading should be taken at the bottom of the dash meniscus. So when you measure a liquid, the reading should be taken at the bottom of the concave or convex meniscus. Now it depends upon the liquid. So first of all, it depends upon whether it is water or whether it is mercury, but generally we take its concave. Okay, so right answer is concave. Volume of a cuboid is length into breadth into height. The SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. 1 gram per centimeter cube equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, so this is the answer. If the distance covered in unit time is more, the speed will be, now if the distance covered in a unit time is more, we know speed is equal to distance by time, right? If distance is more, then speed will also be greater. Okay, so distance is directly proportional to speed. So if you cover more distance, that means your speed is more. We'll move on to next question now. Why is area a derived quantity? Okay, so this is our next question. Give reason for your following. Why area is a derived quantity? You write area is a derived quantity because area depends upon length into breadth Okay, so area of rectangle actually. So first of all, you might write like this, no need to write length into breadth. First you say why area is a derived quantity. Area is a derived quantity because it depends upon length meter. Okay, so area is a derived quantity as it depends upon depends upon fundamental quantity, as it depends upon fundamental quantity, right? Just in a short form I have written so that you can see and write. So you will note down this answer. Area is the derived quantity as it depends upon fundamental quantities, that is length. Okay, that is I dot e. I dot e, that is length. Okay, at last you like this one. So next question, equal volumes of sand and cotton weigh differently. Now we have to give reason. If you have taken equal volumes of sand and cotton, so why they are weighing differently? So this answer also we have in our book. So for equal volumes of sand appears to be heavier than equal volume of cotton, so no need to write this. Okay, this is because matter mass in sand is more closely packed in cotton. Okay, so this is our answer. From here to here you need to write this one. Okay, next question, when you put a steel pin in a water it sinks, but a ship made up of steel floats. So number 3 answer we will see now. So number 3 answer also we have in our book. So from here you write iron is denser than water, so iron nail sinks in water, but a ship made up of iron floats because it has a lot of hollow space filled in air. This increases the average volume of the ship. When volume increases, density decreases, hence the ship floats. So from here to here you need to write, you might omit this one. Within the bracket part you need to omit, right? So only outside the bracket whatever is there, that one you need to write. So this is our correct answer. So next you have, if you take kerosene and water in a test tube, kerosene floats on water. So you write the density of kerosene is less than that of water. The density of kerosene is less than that of water, so it floats on the top of water. Okay, next we have fundamental unit and derived unit. Differentiate between these quantities, right? So fundamental unit and derived unit, first you will write the definition of fundamental unit. In the left side you write fundamental, right side you will write derived unit, right? So in the fundamental first point you will write its definition. Fundamental quantities are those quantities which don't depend on other quantities. Derived units are, or derived quantities are those quantities which depend upon fundamental quantities. Okay, and one example you will write. You can write here length meter, and here you write area meter square. Okay, and one more, that means two example you might write, 2 example of fundamental, 2 example of derived. Okay, so minimum 3 points you need to write here. Next, capacity and volume. Capacity and volume also, left side capacitor, right side volume. First you write definition. Okay, so both the definitions you will write. Next point you will write its example. You might, there is one bottle example is also there, so example you will write. Similarly, milliliter and centimeter cube, area and volume. So 3 points you will search from your book and you will write. Like speed and distance, first you will write the definition of speed and definition of distance. Total path traveled by a body is called distance. Speed is defined as total distance traveled by per unit time. You can write this formula and you will write this SI unit. So 3 points. Next, mass and density same. Next question, what do you mean by volume? In what units do you express volume of water in a swimming pool? So volume definition is directly given in your book. Okay, the total amount of space occupied by an object is called a volume. What units do you express? That is in meter cube. We express in meter cube. What do you mean by area? Area definition you will get. What is the relationship between centimeter square and meter square? So centimeter square and meter square, So this also it is given in your book only, just you search, right? In this question, we need to show relationship between centimeter square and meter square. Okay, so 1 meter square means meter into meter, and 1 meter means 100 centimeter. So 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. So here you will get 4 zeros centimeter square, 1 meter square. So this is the relation, right? So you will be writing like this: 1 meter square equals to meter into meter. 1 meter means 100 centimeter, and 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So 2 plus 2, 4 zeros. So we'll get 4 zeros here, 40 centimeter square. So 1 meter square equals to 10,000 centimeter square, or 1 centimeter square equals to 1 by 10,000, 10 to the power 4 meter square. Okay, so why 10 to the power 4? Because 4 zeros are there. So you need to write this one. Okay, next we have how can you decrease the average density of an object. So how can we decrease an average density of an object? We know density equals to mass by volume. We can decrease the average density of an object by increasing the volume. This will be the answer. How can you decrease the average density of an object? Average density of an object can be decreased by increasing the volume of the object. Okay, so this is the answer. Next, define speed. How do you convert 1 kilometer to meter per second? So define speed. Speed definition you will get from the book. Speed is defined as distance traveled by a body per unit time, and kilometer per hour to meter per second. This is given in your book. So this derivation you will see properly. Right, from here you will write 1 kilometer per hour means 1000 by 3600, because 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter and 1 hour means 3600 second. Now when you will cancel 2020, 2 5 jar 10, 2 8 jar 16, that is 5 by 18. Okay, so 5 by 18. So 1 kilometer per hour, 1 kilometer per hour equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. Okay, so this derivation you need to write. Okay, next question we'll see. So 3 and 4 is over. So what do you mean by physical quantities? Explain fundamental and direct quantity with 2 examples each. So direct physical quantities definition also you will get from the book itself, from the first page. Fundamental and derived units you will write a definition and 2 examples each. Explain how do we find the density of irregular solids, say a stone. So this irregular solids we can find by using a measuring jar. So you need to draw the diagram and you make your answer from here to here, right? So from this portion you will make your answer. You will say that stone is tied with a string. It is dipped inside a jar containing water. So initial volume is noted and the final volume is noted. So mass of the stone is calculated by beam balance. Okay, so and volume we will subtract V2 minus V1. So this will give the volume. So density equals to mass, which is calculated by beam balance, and V2 minus V1. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the density of a stone. Next, describe how to find the density of irregular solids. This one also we have done. Next, describe how to determine the density of a liquid. So density of the liquid also in the same, just after this diagram we have one more diagram. So from there you will refer from your book. Okay, so just no need to write the big term, just you will write briefly about it. So In the next class we'll be solving some numericals from here. Okay, so till then you try to practice few numericals from here by looking the examples. In the next online class we will discuss the numericals. So before that you can try by yourself, and the answers which you don't get you may leave blank, but which you are getting, like for example first questions are very easy. So find its density is given. Density we know, mass by volume. Okay, so volume is given 100 centimeter cube. Okay, so volume is given 100 centimeter cube and mass is given 0.280 kg. So 0.280 means 280 by 1000 kg, and 1 kg means 1000 gram. So 1000, so 30 and 30 got cancelled, 10 and 10 got cancelled, that means 2.8. Okay, so 2.7 or 2.8 you will get the answer. So like this, by using the direct formula we will get the answer. So use this formula, density equals to mass by volume, and try to solve these numericals. Okay, so only 8 numericals are there. Try by yourself. In the next class we will discuss. So till then, thank you. Write this note in your exercise book neatly. Okay, so I may ask your questions for our exercise book for checking and all, so I will ask you to click the photos and all. So when I will check, I will just tell you in your WhatsApp group. Till then, thank you.